What's going on, guys? In this video I'm going to be giving you a breakdown of the euro against the US dollar. Now what I'm going to be taking you through is some basic technical analysis techniques that I use, some basic price action, how to read market structure, and by the end of this video I'm going to be giving you a few setups that you can keep on your radar for the remainder of the week. So let's get into it. If you're new to this channel, which 100% of you are, this is my first video, then this channel is all about helping you become a better trader using basic technical analysis techniques. Moving forwards, I'm going to be dropping a lot of value throughout the next few weeks. I'm going to be giving you some market breakdowns, helping you understand how to trade, giving you better entry techniques, how to place your stop losses, and so on. Trust me, this is the best channel to help you become a better trader. Now, if you can do me a massive favour, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment and like the video. That'll help me out so much and it will help this channel reach further people. But less of the talk, let's jump into the charts and I'm going to be breaking down these setups I'm looking at for the remainder of the week. Okay, so let's start on the daily chart. Now, this pair has been fairly difficult to trade for the last 6 months really. It's not really given us much detail on the direction. For here, for example, become very choppy. It was difficult to predict whether we're going to break out to the upside or we're going to break to the downside. So yeah, some very choppy price action here. But more recently, we've started to see a bit more of a shift in momentum. So let's just look at some basic market structure. So we had this initial impulse here. So this was from July last year. We then had a retracement. We tried to put in a higher high, we failed. We pull back. Where do we pull back into? Market structure. We then broke these highs here. So at this point in time, my bias was, we were going to see a further upside to the euro against the dollar here. So we started putting in higher highs and higher lows. And then if we look here, we started to top out. We then broke down. We took out this low, pull back, and then look what happens here. We start putting in lower lows and lower highs. Again, we pull back. Where do we pull back into? Previous market structure. Again, another impulse move, a pullback, and this is current point in time. So if we look here, I also have the 200 MA pulled up. So obviously, if you're a trend following trader, then if price is above the 200 MA, then you ideally only want to be looking for long positions. If we're below the 200 MA, then again, we'd only be looking for short positions. So as you can see here, we've recently broken below the 200 MA. On the daily chart here, we're in a downtrend, so that's even further confluence. So yeah, short term, definitely only looking for short positions. Now, if you're looking for swing trades, so I really break my trading up into two sections. So day trading is normally on the 1 hour and below. And then the swing trading opportunities, I trade on the 6 hour time frame and above. Now let's just plot in our supply and demand zones in. So the first obvious area or high probability area you want to trade from is this area here. And then we have support down here as well. So we have clear two defined areas that, are going to be of interest to us trading on the higher time frame. So, why is this an area of value? Well, if we look here, price shot up here. So this is the 185 level, acted as resistance. Again, we struggled to clearly break through this level here as well. Again, it acted as resistance here. And then we eventually broke through. Now again, as we came back to test this area, the 185, again, it acted as support. We had a shallow retracement here, and then more recently we've broken down. So we've broken below this level here. So as a technical analyst, what do we believe? Previous support should turn resistance again. So any swing trading opportunities, really what you want to be looking for is wait for the pullback here. And what you want to do is then look for candlestick setups in this area and then a couple of areas to take profit if you do get involved. So the first is obviously, if this is the last low here, if we move up from this level here, the first level of take profit would be the last swing low here. And then any extended profit taking would be at this level here. So this is the 161 level. Now for further confluence of this, if we have an equal measured move, so if we move from this high to this low, what we want to do now is copy this. And as you can see here, this literally touches the 163 level, to the T. If we take from this last swing low here to this swing low here, then we're touching this to the T. So this would be a great level for us to keep an eye out on. And yeah, you'll get a nice risk to reward ratio from, if you're picking up trades here, you could be looking at a risk to reward ratio of, again, very dependent on where you get your stop, but could be a minimum of 1 to 4 risk reward. So that's my bias for the EU in regards to swing trading opportunities on the higher time frames. So let's take a look at some day trading opportunities. So if we drop down to the hourly, let's see what we have here. So this could have been a potential, well, this is really a missed trade. So what we have here, we have an initial impulse, and then we have a correction, and then we have a break. So this is a textbook flag pattern. So if you're involved in this already, that would have been a great trade to take. But current opportunities, let's take a look. Probably the most obvious place to look for day trading opportunities on the hourly would be, so if we look here, we came down here, we tested the 176 level, we bounced away, we tested it again, we failed to break through, and eventually we broke through. So you can see here, clear down momentum, looking left to right, price is decreasing. So an obvious trade here on the 1 hour is, what you do is wait for a pullback here, and then you'll try and look for, some sort of entry to get involved here. And then again, a back move down to last swing low here, or you can trail your stop loss again to this support level here that we've plotted on the daily time frame. And if you are planning to try and ride this back down to this level here that we've plotted on the daily time frame, a good technique that I'd recommend for this is to trail your stop loss. So in an ideal world, we'd see something like this. Again, we'll start putting in lower lows and lower highs, and all you'll do is trail your stops above these last lower highs here, and you can catch a good move here. So how many pips would this be? This would be around, a minimum of 130 pips that you could attempt to catch here, depending on if you get the correct setup. Now, obviously, the Forex market is very volatile. For all we know, price could just shoot back up and we could start putting in an uptrend. But for any day trading opportunities, this is the best bet to get involved. Another setup you could look at if we don't get the pullback is, what we'd do is we'd wait for price to break down further, and then we could see a correction like this, and again, you'd trade the flag pattern to the downside. So I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments section. Like we've just gone through, the euro is looking very bearish on the daily time frame and on the lower time frame, so the 1 hour and below. Some good trading opportunities here. I hope this video has been helpful, and like I said, if you have any questions, please let me know.